So this here is part 5. So I'm still going on. To be able to use anything that God gave you, God put inside of you, gift, talent, whatever, you have to be able to appreciate what God has put inside of you. When you appreciate what God has put inside of you, one of the things you start building automatically is self-confidence, and even confidence in using that gift, or confidence in being able to use that gift to help other people is very important. And I'm still talking about energies. Whoever you meet out there on the streets, is either they are giving out energy, it's either they are generating energy and they are abundant in positive energy. Whichever person you meet across the road, walking down the street, is generating some kind of energy. It's operating at a certain level with some kind of frequency. The one you have to generate is a positive one. And if people want to be able to do this, isolation is very crucial and it's very important. If you are comfortable in being by yourself, being alone, you learn how to love yourself. You learn how to appreciate yourself. You understand who you are. You understand who you are. Now, when you're talking about partners or couples, the reason why God isolates couples for them to work on themselves and deal with certain things that He does not need in their union is for them to learn how to start operating in a positive energy. It's very important. When you put positive and negative energy together, nothing will come out of it. If you put negative and negative together, it's going to even be worse. That one is even worse. But when you put positive energy, the lady has learned how to isolate herself, has learned how to isolate herself, she's learned how to love herself. If you learn how to love yourself, you'll be able to give out love. You'll be able to generate love. You'll be able to generate positive energy. If you've not learned how to love yourself, you see, if people who struggle to love themselves, you see, are people who have not accepted themselves. They have not accepted who they are. They have not embraced who God has made them. A lot of them think, I have to be something else. I have to be this. I have to be that. I have to be this. That's a problem. Being in isolation allows you to do that. You see, the way we run a business is the same way every human being is supposed to operate in their life. You are an adult. The first thing, you are an adult. So nobody has to come and tell you, you are going left, you are going right, you are going astray, you are not doing this right, no. Every person, and here I'm using 2 people. I'm using why God puts, if He wants to put 2 people together, the man and the woman, He isolates them and causes them to work on themselves, be by themselves, be in isolation. They have embraced themselves. They have learned how to love themselves. They have learned how to generate love. If you learn how to love yourself, you'll be able to generate love. You'll be able to give out love, which is very important if you are putting 2 people together. And so I come back to being whole. The man is whole, is an adult, is an individual. This is a Christian channel. He has a relationship with God. So what? As he has to first of all perfect that aspect first before you put 2 people together. So the man has a relationship with God. He has something, maybe he works, he does this, he does that. He has a relationship with God. So he has to work on that area and that aspect of himself and manage his life, be by himself. He's doing this, he's doing that. And then he or she has to have a time to what? Review his life and say, okay, I wanted to stop this, I wanted to stop that, I wanted to change this, I wanted to change that. Is it going forward? Is it not going forward? How is my work with God? Am I still working with God? Am I going astray? Every human being needs to have this personal alone time to deal with them. If a lot of people have this personal alone time, maybe in the month, in every month, you have 3 days that you spend time to do these things. You think about this, you think about that, you isolate yourself, and you are making decisions on how to get things better, how to serve God better, how to get closer to Him, and all that. And the woman too is also doing the same thing. She has a relationship with God, She's an individual, she's an adult, she has a relationship with God. And at the end of every month, there are some days she has that she focuses and asks herself, okay, what did I get right? What did I get wrong? What did I say I was going to do last month? Am I doing it? Am I going astray? Am I serving God well? Am I going away from God? You see, if the man and the woman will have this time and work on themselves gradually, progressively, as they are in a relationship, you see, the woman will not come and point to the man, you are doing this, you are going astray, you are doing this. No. And the man will also not won't also go to the woman and point to her that you are not doing this, you are not doing that, you are not doing this. No. A lot of the problems in marriage is because of that game. A lot of the issues a lot of people are facing in marriage is because of that blame game. When it starts, the enemy also steps in and starts putting more fire to cause it to burn very high. Why? Because, you see, people are not being individual. People are not managing their affairs. You have to manage your affairs, your life. You have to manage your life. As an individual, the man is managing his life as an individual. The woman is also managing her life as an individual, getting things right. What she's doing wrong, she's trying to correct them. She's trying to get things better. And then the two of them are in a relationship. Very important. You see, because if a man has done this thing, has isolated himself, has learned how to isolate himself, the woman has done the same. And as a result, they love themselves. The man loves himself, knows how to give out love. The woman loves herself, she knows how to give out love. When you put the two together, it becomes magical. A lot of good things come together. A lot of good things start happening. Why? Because you are putting two positive energies together. But if one party has worked on himself and the other party is refusing to work on himself, the only thing that will happen is that, yes, you have love, you give love, you are able to do this, you are able to give out love, you have compassion. What will happen is the other party that has refused to work on themselves, they will keep draining the energy of the one who is generating the positive energy, doing everything right, even if they are serving God. And in most times, when we say toxic relationship, if you look at it closely, a lot of the times you have one positive person there and one negative person in that mix. And sometimes if care is not taken, you see, the other party that has refused to do what they are supposed to do, refused to learn how to isolate themselves, refused to become an individual, refused to manage themselves, what happens is that when you put a positive one and negative one together, a lot of times, if the person who is not doing the work is in some kind of any addictive state or something, one of the things you realize is that they end up pulling the other one into it, and then everything goes south. It's very important. A lot of people have not learned how to be by themselves. A lot of married couples have not learned how to master themselves. A lot of people are not managing their relationship. You have a relationship with God, so you have to manage that one. And then on top of that, you have a relationship with your wife, you have a relationship with your husband. That is secondary. Your primary relationship is between you and God. Are you walking straight before Him? Are you doing the right things? Are you saying the right things? Are you taking the right actions? And this one is happening all the time, constantly, day by day. You have to be on it. You see, when a husband travels for 1 week and has a wife who has not mastered and learned how to be by herself, be happy by herself, be happy alone, before he returns after 1 week, you realize that his wife has messed up. It's the same thing. If the man has not mastered being by himself, being alone, being happy by himself, being happy alone, has not understood that he does not need somebody outside to be happy, but he should be happy when he is alone. When his wife travels for 2 weeks, before his wife returns, he would have messed up outside. These are the problems we see in a lot of places. Watch for part 6.